For weeks, I wasn't sleeping. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. like clockwork, heart racing, brain buzzing, and I'd try all the things. No screens, magnesium, deep breaths, even journaling with a fucking candle like I was summoning some ancient wisdom. And nothing worked, because I already knew the answer. I was working on a project, and on paper, it was a dream. Aligned values, good people, decent pay. But every single time that I sat down to work on it, my whole body tight, my gut clenched, my shoulders locked up, and I kept overriding it. I told myself I was being strategic, that this was just a hard season, that maybe I needed to meditate more. But the truth is, I knew from the first call that this wasn't mine. It wasn't malicious, it wasn't toxic, but it really just wasn't me. And I didn't want to admit that because I'd already said yes, because I already put it on my calendar, because other people were counting on me. But the body doesn't care about logistics. It will speak louder and louder and louder until you listen. And mine did. One night I was lying awake, again, just staring at the ceiling. And I heard this quiet voice say, "You're not tired, you're out of alignment." And it wasn't dramatic. It was, matter of fact, like truth always is. So the next morning, I pulled the plug. I wrote the email, I let it go. And you know what? That night I slept. Not because everything was solved, but because I finally stopped abandoning myself. We act like clarity is some big revelation, but most of the time, it's not a thunderbolt, it's a download. It's in the whisper that you've been ignoring for months. So if you've been forcing something, working harder to convince yourself that it's right, distracting yourself with wellness rituals that you hope will drown out the knowing, I get it. But maybe this isn't a season to try harder. Maybe it's a season to let it go sooner. Here's the question I'll leave you with. What have you known all along, but you haven't let yourself act on yet?